Let's now turn to international matters, the war with Iran. We begin a new week with a pause in strikes as the push for a diplomatic solution now takes center stage. So the Trump administration says nearly 2 weeks of attacks on Iran now hold a little bit of hope to give some space for those peace talks. Listen.
It's giving diplomacy some space. It's giving diplomacy a little bit of time. Of course, the president tried diplomacy last year. He's tried it this year. He is a president of peace. He is giving diplomacy a chance. We'll see over the next coming days. But make no mistake, additional military assets are moving into the region. They should believe the president. The regime should believe the president when he says they're locked and loaded, and all options are on the table.
We'll see, and all options on the table. Live now to CBS News senior White House correspondent Weijia Jang following all of this. So, Weijia, the president spoke about this just a short time ago. What did you learn?
Reed, he almost said exactly that. He certainly said, we'll see, and stressed that Iran wants to make a deal. He said that there are going to be discussions not only with surrogates, but also direct talks with the U.S. He says he wants to meet and see what happens. And again, this is the president expressing optimism after holding those strikes that were back and forth for so many days, Reed, almost 2 weeks. So now the president says this is a chance to see if diplomacy can work out this time. But obviously, this has been the case for so many months. And in terms of what has changed, the president believes that the pressure on Iran during those strikes could make a difference. But of course, Iran has been holding firm as well, and they've been striking back and not giving up full control of the Strait of Hormuz, Reed. So perhaps the ambassador there, Mike Waltz, really summed it up with those two words, which is we'll see.
Yeah, and you know, you aptly raise and phrase that so well for so many months, and nobody feels that more than the American people. CBS News polling shows 78% of respondents say the president isn't focusing on lowering prices because of the war. So what's the president's position on these kitchen table issues?
Right, you're seeing those numbers there, and it is an overwhelming number of Americans who believe that he is not doing enough to bring these prices down. You'll remember that this is the platform that he ran on, promising that, you know, day-to-day life would be more affordable. But he continues to call the word affordability a hoax that was originated by the Democrats, and he insists that soon the prices of everything are going to fall, especially after the war is wrapped up. But of course, that begs the question we were just talking about, when that could possibly be. But in general, the president rejects criticism about higher prices. He continues to say that he inherited this economic mess, that he has put policies in place to bring the prices down, and that Americans will feel the relief. But if you're a Republican and you're looking at November, that's not a lot of time to actually convince people that things are going to come down dramatically.
We also know that you're watching another big event there in Washington, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu at the White House tomorrow. What are you expecting?
That's right. He's actually here to attend the funeral service of Senator Lindsey Graham, who, of course, unexpectedly passed away. And Graham was one of the staunchest supporters of Israel, and really one of the president's closest advisors on Iran, and really urging him to do more, to be pretty fierce when it comes to military action. So that is why he's in town. But he is scheduled to meet with President Trump for the 7th time during this term for President Trump. And the prime minister posted on social media just a short time ago saying that he is heading out to meet with his friend, President Donald Trump. Excuse me, this is their 8th meeting, he says, since he was elected to his 2nd term, not 7, more than with any other international leader. He goes on to say that during the meeting, they will discuss all the issues on the table with Iran at the forefront. Our goal is clear: to safeguard Israel's security, strengthen its power, and expand the circle of peace around us. Of course, we have seen, Reed, that since this war broke out, there are two varying descriptions of what exactly the end to the war would mean. And the president on Air Force One just a short time ago was explicitly asked, does Prime Minister Netanyahu want to strike a deal with Iran, or does he want the U.S. to keep its military effort up? And the president declined to answer that question. He said it was a good one, but just reiterated that Iran's military capabilities have been reduced dramatically, but he did not want to say what Netanyahu wants from him. So clearly this is going to be on the table, though, tomorrow when they meet.
All right, our team will be there. Weijia Jang, thank you so much for your report from the White House today. Have a good day.